Kim Potter, the police officer in Minnesota that shot and killed Daunte Wright, has resigned. And you want to know what I think about that? Anything to try and keep that pension. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama, it may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, the police officer that killed, that murdered, it depends on the way in which you want to describe it, Daunte Wright has resigned from the police force. Her name is Kim Porter. She has resigned from the police force. She's a 48-year-old officer, 26-year veteran of the department. She submitted her letter of resignation on Tuesday. The mayor said during the press conference. He also said, just so we can be clear, that she's not the only individual who resigned. I believe also they're saying that the police chief, Tim Gannon, resigned. And there's a Tony Grunig, I think that's how you pronounce his name, that's going to be the acting chief in the interim. At least this is what I'm believed to believe. The Tony Gruning guy is like in 19 years he's been with the department or whatever the case is. Also, the city manager Kurt Bogany was fired. I guess they just said, "Yo, look, homie, you gotta go." Anyway, so just so we can be clear, she resigned. So this is something that we have to talk about on this channel. We haven't actually dropped any videos on this, independent videos on this. This is the first one. So I just want to explain to everybody, I guess, my perspective of what happened. And I'm going to tell you something that some people might not have known. Kim Porter, the 26-year veteran, was actually training a rookie at the time that this happened. That's why if anybody see the video footage, after she shoots the young man, that I mean, I don't know what to say at this point. I don't know what we call him. Obviously he's a victim, but after she shoots the young man, Daunte Wright, what ends up happening is the camera goes and faces the other officers, and you can see everybody kind of in shock. Well, that's because they were rookies. You guessed it, they were training rookies. Now, just so we can be clear, the traffic stop allegedly was because he had I don't know what you call that, an air freshener hanging from the rearview mirror, and that was a reason for them to stop him. That was the first thing that they said about this. Now they're also saying that he had a warrant for his arrest. Now, just so we can be clear, I think that he was targeted. I just want to be at 100% transparent on this. This is not me going at anyone or anything like that. Police do their job the way ever police do their job. It is what it is. But often when you have these individuals that go out there and they're doing training, they're going out there specifically to target individuals that they do know have warrants. So the fact that they saying that they stopped him because initially, remember, they said that they stopped him because it was a traffic violation. This proves it was never a traffic violation. They knew who he was when they stopped him. They stopped him because he had a warrant, and they had plans on arresting him. Now, before we go any further, I do not know about all the warrants that the young man had, but he did have a warrant for like smoking weed or something like that. He was like smoking weed, and there was a fine that was given to him. In totality, the fine was under $200. just so we could be clear. He might have had another warrant also. I don't know about it. I'm not 100% sure, but I did hear that there's a chance that there was another warrant also. Point being that I'm trying to make is that this individual was stopped because he had a warrant and they were going to arrest him while they had a rookie with them. I don't know how you feel about this. This doesn't sit well with me. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with these type of tactics. I don't think that you take somebody out on the job that's a rookie and they're a police officer and you go out and you literally look for individuals that should be getting arrested. At the end of the day, if you have somebody who has a warrant out on them and you are sending people out to go clear these warrants or get these warrants, please, can we not send rookies with the individual? Go send somebody who's well, they did. She's a 26-year veteran, but they sent her out there to go after people. They went after this man, and this is how this turned out. Anyway, so she resigned. I'm also gonna assume that the family will be suing not just her, but also the city. I think that these police officers should also be allowed to be sued independently outside of whatever monies that these families that have lost their loved ones might get from whatever city or whatever police department. I think that you should also be able to sue the individual police officer. I think if more police officers had to pay monetarily for the damage that they're doing by taking people's lives, I think that they'll take their jobs a little bit more seriously. Now, with that being said, I want to discuss this whole taser gun thing real quick. So they show a picture of her, right? An actual picture of her, which also has the taser in the picture. These tasers that they use in her police department are bright yellow. I'm sorry. I don't understand how this mistake could have been made. I'm not saying a mistake wasn't made. Who am I to say? I'm not infallible. But what I do know is that these are bright yellow tasers and that the handguns in which they're issued are not yellow. They're black. Just so we can be clear. Also, these tasers are held on their least dominant side. So if you're a righty, your taser's on your left side. And if you're a lefty, your taser's on your right side. So they actually have procedures or mandates in place to prevent an individual from accidentally grabbing a gun instead of their taser and vice versa. Either which way could end bad for you. Just imagine if you're a police officer and somebody pulls out on you and they pull out a real gun and you accidentally pull your taser out. You get what I'm saying? So they practice for this, and this is one of the things in which they're trained for. Anyway, so that's basically what's happening. The Minnesota Police Department and Safety Bureau of Criminal Apprehension identified Potter, who was the shooter, on Sunday. The medical examiner also said he died from a gunshot wound to the chest and classified his death as a homicide. Now, basically, they're gonna have the same people looking into this particular situation. It's just this tragedy that looked into the Floyd tragedy, and so I don't know what to say. At this point, everybody should be upset that this man lost his life. Let's not be coy, but we have to see what's going to be done. If we're going to keep going back to it shouldn't have happened, of course it shouldn't have happened. But at this point, we got to see what's going to be done. Are these people going to be held accountable for their crimes? This is murder. There's no getting around it. She shot and killed that man. There was no reason to shoot and kill that man. That's one. But I want to bring out something else real quick that I don't think anybody thought of. That man hopped into a car which had another individual in it. Imagine if she actually do hit him with the taser and his foot hits the pedal. I'm just saying. There's a lot of things that could have went wrong, even if the thing she was trying to do, she did. So I think that she needs to be held accountable. At some point, I expect criminal charges to be brought up. I would hope criminal charges is brought up. At some point, I would also hope that the families is looking to get, sue this woman at the end of the day. Because, I'm sorry, I don't think that police officers should be able to murder civilians and get away with it. At the end of the day, police officers have training to arrest people. There's no training for a citizen to get arrested. It's not like there's a class that you go to in school and they're like, okay, when a police officer walks up on you, hands up into the air. There is no training for regular people to be arrested. Although there is training for the police to arrest people. So if there's an arrest and something doesn't go right, I'm 9 times out of 10 gonna put it on the police officer, because it's their job to know what to do. While at the end of the day, most of the time, police officers should be after criminals, right? Are we now supposed to say that? Are we now supposed to act like a criminal trying not to get arrested is something wrong? I'm not saying Daunte Wright is a criminal. Don't get me confused. But what I'm saying is, if you're trying to tell me anytime the police come up to arrest somebody, if they don't allow the police to arrest them, that they're wrong, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say I don't agree with that. I'm gonna say if you're a law-abiding citizen that is doing no crimes at all, and you decide that you allow for the police to arrest you, okay. I'm gonna say if you're a law-abiding citizen and know that you have not committed a crime, and you don't feel comfortable with the police arresting you because they might arrest you and you don't know what, you might get arrested and still not be able to go see your family. Let's not forget, George Floyd was allowing for them to arrest him. For everybody that says he shouldn't have struggled about the Daunte Wright situation, George Floyd was allowing for them to arrest him. Don't let that go over your head. So please, let's start with this don't fight the police thing. Because at this point, I'm not sure which way to go on it. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.
Mike, let me see you walk. Yeah, ho, yeah, I know that you can talk. You talking all that shit, but let me see if you can walk. Let me see you walk. Yeah, ho, yeah, I know that you can talk. You talking all that shit, but let me see if you can walk.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?